Now, before we do that, I want to talk about two things referring to the last lesson of Kusui Waza. When you're doing Gedan and Age, you're going up through their center line. You're attacking their center line. When you're doing Naka and Soto, you're attacking at the 45. You're going off, and then you go through their center line. Right, you're going through them. Both of these techniques, if I do Gedan, I'm going to go through the center line. I'm moving through. When I do Age, I'm coming through the center line. When I do Naka, I'm going to deflect, step off, and then as I step off, I'm coming through that line. Right? When we do Soto, I'm stepping off, but as I step off, I'm coming through that line. So all of them are going straight. Boom. They're not 90. You're not stepping off here where you're susceptible to a counterattack. Does that make sense? The next thing I want to talk about is the weapon itself. It doesn't make a damn whether you throw a back fist, you know, an eye strike, and Technqiues, right? It doesn't matter. What only matters is use the correct one in the moment. I don't think that anyone should say, when we're talking about Waza and skill sets, you shouldn't just train your body to do anything, and only one thing. Excuse me, I should use a better word. You shouldn't train your body to only do one thing. You should train your body to do everything. Right? 3 different scenarios. Somebody tries to attack, they're running their mouth, talking a bunch of shit, and they come up to try to attack you, and you choose to use these techniques because they're coming at you with attack. Right? Same attack, it's a jab cross, it's Kazami Gyaku, they're walking up, fuck you, and then bang, bang, that's what they're coming in with, right? Okay, so, if they're running their mouth, knuckle up, and just crack them, right in the fucking mouth. That's when you knuckle up and it's Gyaku. Just bang, because I guarantee you, if you break their fucking mouth, they're not going to talk anymore. They're not talking, right? If someone's trying to, like, kill you, you know what I mean? Like they're trying to grab you and throw you in the car or steal your wallet, or they're trying to really physically fucking harm you. More than just talking shit. We're not talking about, you know, scenario number 1, dude just wants to run his mouth, talk shit, and beat you up. He don't want to kill you. He just wants to whoop your ass because it makes him feel good about himself. But then you do the technique, bang! Break his mouth. He ain't talking. And he ain't going to want to beat your ass anymore when he's sitting there with a broken mouth. You know what I mean? Right. Scenario number 2, they want to fucking hurt you. They don't want to beat you up, they want to hurt you. They want to steal something from you. Well, then in that case, you might do the same damn technique, but it might be an eye strike. Because if you jam your fingers to the back of their fucking eyeball, I guarantee you, they can't hurt you if they can't see you. Right? Right. But then you got Uncle Bob. We all have Uncle Bob. We all have that uncle that drinks a little too damn much of the family time. And you don't want to gouge out Uncle Bob's eyes. You don't want to break Uncle Bob's mouth. Right? Look at you. Be like, I don't know. You know? But you want to make sure Uncle Bob, when his drunk ass starts being a little, you know, acting ignorant, you stop him from being too ignorant with everybody around there. So that maybe he comes in, where you're at, yeah, so he comes in, he tries to get rough with you, and you could easily go ahead, just bow down, you could just be hop-a-kin, right? Just smack, bang! Smack his ass, you know, just a whap, you know, it might wise his ass up a little bit. Or Taisho Zuki, you know, push him back. You know, the weapon has to change. The motion doesn't have to change. The technique, the way we deliver, doesn't necessarily have to change. But the motion, or the weapon that we use at the end, will have to change depending on the situation. So don't only practice with this. Because not every situation needs to be solved with a fist. Right? Okay, now, Goshin Waza, unlike Kusui Waza, all of your Goshin Waza techniques, whether you're in Shoden Goshin Waza, Chuden Goshin Waza, Okuden Goshin Waza, or Kaiden Goshin Waza, all of those start out in a Shizen perspective. You're starting with an idea of here I am, and then someone attacks you. Your Kusui Waza, all of those techniques, all the way levels up, they start out in a fighting stance. So the fight is imminent. You're here, they're here, because this right here, this is this person knows something's up. But when you're here, they're going to give you a different kind of attack, right? So when you do your Goshin Waza, if I'm here, and let's say that he comes, the Ura Goshin is against the right, Omote Goshin is against the left. So let's look at the basic teaching of it, and then the basic application of it, and how you guys should be practicing that, just the Shoden level. So he comes in with the right punch. I'm stepping back with the left. We're going to have an inward block. Well, I'm going to take this left hand out of the picture right now. Left goes back. It's going to be Naka. Strike to the groin to bend him over, and as I step forward, it's your Ura Kanuch. So again, the basic idea of it, he comes in, stepping back with an inward block, bending him over with the groin strike, and as I'm coming forward, a back fist this way. Now, that's the basic idea. Right now, how do we apply that? Well, as he comes in, I'm going to go my left-right. My left is the deflection, my right, excuse me. My right's the deflection, my left's the check. As the left hand does the check, my right leg comes up in position to get the kick, but my hand is coming back. At the moment that I throw the kick, I've now brought my right hand in position, and as I'm coming forward, I'm throwing in. So make sure that when he comes in, it's boom, boom. So that's the point. Watch this again. We're breaking it down. I step back, I deflect, and as the left hand comes up for a check, my knee comes up. As my right strike to the groin, when I throw this kick, is delivered, my right hand is now in position to throw this, and I step down at the same time I do this. Do you see how we're putting those things together? You have to put that together. It isn't this. Come in. That's not what it is, right? And that's what I mean that's how the basic teaching is, so you guys can get an understanding. Inward block, kick, back fist. It has to grow. The Shoden, the initial transmission, is being able to link the motions to be effective. So when he comes in with that right one more time, I'll break it down slow. Right, the parries is this. Right, left. Right inward, left check. When the left check comes up, my right knee comes in position. When I deliver the right kick, my right hand goes in position for the attack. When I throw my right attack, my body weight comes into the strike. Right, so this is going to be Ura Goshin-jutsu. Go ahead. Right, and again, he comes in. You see how I did that? One more time. And see the technique? All right, let's play with that one real quick, okay? Now we're going to look at Omote Goshin-jutsu, which now when you do Ura Goshin-jutsu, right punch coming in, it's the right punch. The idea is that, see his middle meridian? Come on. I'm here. I'm opposite of the middle meridian. That's the idea. Now, when he does, we do Omote Goshin-jutsu, he comes here and I'm stepping back this way, now we're the same. And that's the idea of Ura and Omote. It's not inside outside, it's really, when we talk about Ura, it's the reverse, right? And Omote is kind of, what you see is Omote, right? So like if I'm looking at Dupree, I see the Omote of his physical form, right? The Ura is the backside of him, I know it exists, I don't see that. Right? So, now when he throws a right punch and he comes in, go ahead, this right here, this is the Ura. Because my side is here, my Shomitsu, or center is here, his is there. We don't, our bodies, our center lines don't see each other. You follow me? So I just say inside defense because I'm using an inward block to start the technique. But it's really Ura. You catch what I mean? I'm just using a word so you guys can understand it better. When we do Omote, he comes in with the left. Now I'm here. Now notice our meridians are going this way. Hear my daughter up there? See? So now I see that. We both see Omote. Alright, so now let's look at the technique. The principles stay the same, guys. The principle is the absolute same. When he comes in with the punch, I step out at the left. This time the left will do the deflect. The right comes in with the outward block. Boom. As the right hand makes this block, right, I want to bring my knee up. So as I deflect, block, and then I'm striking, and then I'm going to shuffle forward, and we have Mawashi Impi Uch. Now, when we do this, he comes in with the left, I slide back, there's the deflect. At the point that I throw the deflect, I'm raising this up as I'm throwing the outward block. I strike, and as I strike, I'm grabbing and coming in. So again, let's look this in motion. Boom, crotch, I'm coming in. I want to hit the groin at the time. This hand is extended and I'm coming in. I'm sliding down the pipe. I'm going through this individual. So again, boom, boom. Right, so we don't want to hurt the opponent so much. So one more time, step over this way a little bit. There we go. All right, so as it comes in, boom, and I'm coming in. Notice it's still, as I'm coming in, I'm in that same foot position that we saw. Right? Yeah. So don't. The same thing when we do Ura. Come in with the Ura. Boom, boom, boom. See the foot position? We do Omote. I'm in that position to be able to retract or continue to come through. Understand? All right, go play.